Hey guys, so last weekend I went to a writer's intensive and as you can see we have a train station, and that's because I had to take a train to get there. Turns out it's really hard to sleep on a train. Got 3 hours of sleep, was very tired the next day. You can see the hotel where the writer's intensive was hosted. Obviously I am standing in an indoor park. You can see the entire hotel is surrounded by glass. You can see the hotel rooms. The writer's intensive wasn't what I expected. I already knew a lot of what they were talking about, but there was a point where you could go up and ask a question. I asked whether or not you should include your age when you're writing to an agent, and they both said yes, absolutely. And when I went down to sit at my seat, I actually got a round of applause, so that was absolutely amazing. And as you can see right here, we have a giant, terrifying escalator that brings you up and down to the metro that we had to take to travel through Washington, D.C. The next day, we were able to go to the Smithsonian's National Zoo, where they have amazing animals, and every time I go, I want to see the panda. The first time I just saw a glob of fur, the next time there was no panda whatsoever, and this time I just saw a panda bug. Me and my mom were amazed because right there you could see the trainer hand the gorilla a pill, and he ate it all by himself. And then we have this orangutan who decided to be a picky eater, and you can see him taking the lettuce out to get to the bananas at the bottom. And of course we have our wonderful turtle. And this guy was stuck in the little ditch of water, and it took him a while to get out. And these little guys were fun to watch because, you know, they could swim and swim. And then we have right here is this guy has worm. Isn't that cool? Yeah. And this little girl was hilarious to watch. It went on for a while, her and this meerkat just going back and forth, back and forth. And then we have this mommy with a little baby monkey in her lap. I hope you can see that little head. You can also see a little random arm. And of course we have our beautiful lions. This guy is a little younger, obviously. This room right here is called Amazonia. It's where you stand right in there with the habitat. The monkeys are walking right above your head. You have to keep a 15 feet distance. Obviously, you're literally right there. And there was a sloth in there too, but we couldn't find him. And then as we're walking out of that indoor room, it started to sprinkle a little. We were fine with getting wet, and then it started to pour. So we found a nearby barn, and we stayed in there with all the other animals. This cow was stuck outside.
You can't even see his mouth. It's all in his throat, like a dog would.
Ooh, I think he wants to come inside.
Yeah, he doesn't like it out there. He's like, get me in.
Oh man, it's raining! So obviously that cow did not want to be outside during the storm. Don't worry, the zoo trainer did take her in later on, where she happily stayed dry. And here we have some ducks right in front of the Capitol building. It's when we were heading back after the storm, and this duck, for the life of me, I could not get him to get away from me. He was quacking at me, and I was probably a foot away from him, and he would not move. I was afraid that if I got any closer, he would bite me sooner than go away. And then we have the Capitol building. It is so spectacular. I love seeing this every time I go to DC. It just always awestrucks you. It's huge, it's massive. The first time I went to DC was with my class, and we were actually able to go inside and see the giant mural that's in the dome. And here we have the Hyatt. This is the hotel me and my mom stayed at. As it turns out, there are 4 different Hyatts in Washington, D.C. Me and my mom, being ourselves, almost walked into the wrong one twice. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Time supposedly heals for some reason, thinking that will help. How can you know that when it doesn't hurt to think about it? You first want to suffer through it. Is it when you forget out later?